Hi, my name is Siyoung, and today we're going to go over 6th grade worksheets, lesson 36. So, let's start off with topic of order of operations. So, for the laws of order of operations, you have to do the parentheses first, and second, you have to solve the multiplication and division, and third, you have to do addition and subtraction. So, let's look at example 1. We see the parentheses over here, and division over here, and addition over here. What I have to do first is the parentheses. So let's just look at the parentheses. 3 times 9 plus 5, right? Just this part. Let's just ignore this number for a second. So in this case, you see the multiplication and addition at the same time inside of parentheses. But if you refer to the law again, you have to do the multiplication first, right? So 3 times 9 is equal to 27, right? So we can rewrite this as parentheses. Inside of parentheses, we have 27 plus 5. So what's 20 plus 7? 5. 27 plus 5 is 32. And we can rewrite the equation again as 14, and we got the parentheses number, this value as 32, right? So 32 divided by 2, which is equal to something. But now you have to be careful that there's division and there's addition at the same time, right? But without parentheses and without multiplication or anything. So now what you have to do is that if you look at the log and you have to do the division first, then then addition. So 32 divided by 2 is 16, and 14 plus 16 is 30. So the answer is 30. And if you look at number 2, you see the parentheses, right? So if you solve the parentheses first, which is 5 plus 145, which equals to 150, right? And we can rewrite this as 87 plus 24 times 150, which is equal to something. If you have just number next to it with parentheses, it means multiplication. So we can see that there's addition and multiplication. What you have to do first is multiplication. So if you multiply 24 times 150, you get 360. So 87 plus 360, 3,600. So now we have addition, finally. Only addition, and 3,600 plus 87 is just 3,687. Okay, so remember that you have to solve the parentheses, what's inside the parentheses, and if the parentheses inside the parentheses have like multiple operation going on, you have to determine what goes first. For number 1, multiplication goes first, which is 3 times 9, and addition goes last. Okay, moving on to solving equations. So for solving equation, it means that you have to solve for the variable, which is indicated right here, variable. And variable means that any letter, it can be any letter that refer to the unknown value. So unknown value, and in this case, which is x, and for number 2, it's x, number 3, it's x, but usually it's x or y, it can be z, it can be a, it can be b. So if you want to solve number 1, it's 74 plus x is equal to 25. And if I give you like the simple example, 8 minus some number, we got 6. How do you get x? Yeah, by simple math, you can just think of it as like just 2. But in this case, it's x, right? Because the number decreased, right? So you need to think that the number is negative. So, and we can just tell that it's negative 2. But how do you get it? Is that you subtract 8 on the both sides of equation. So it's 8 plus x minus x equals 6. Okay, so just a minus x is 0, so 0 plus x is just x, and 6 minus 8 is negative 2. So if you look at the example, 74 plus x, 25, you have to subtract 74, 7 minus 74 on the both sides, so that you get the x by itself. And now what you have to do is subtract 25 from 74. So 25 minus 74 is negative 49. And that's basically the basic concept of solving equations. So if it's multiplication, you can rewrite it as 152 over x is equal to 11. In this case, you have to get the x by itself. How do you do it? Just divide 352. You undo the operations. In this case, you just think of it as 2 plus 2 plus x became 8. What do? 4 plus x is 8. Subtract 4. X is 4. Like this. And you apply same concept over here. So let's quickly go over multiple choice practices and kind of word problems. So Fiona washes the dishes at a time. So one at a time. Each dishes take her 40 seconds. So one dish takes 40 seconds. And if she has 15 dishes, so 15 dishes is the total number of dishes that she has to dish. And how many minutes and seconds will it take her to wash all 20 dishes if she does not take a break in between washing each one? So let's just ignore this because the problem is kind of wrong. So the problem is one dish, 40 seconds, right? But she needs to have 15 dishes, but you don't know how much it will take. So how do you do it? Just multiply. 40 times 15 is 600, right? 600 seconds. Because this is one time, the time that takes her to wash one dish. And this is the total number. This is the number of dishes. So it gives you the total time that she takes to finish her dishes. She finished her 15 dishes. So 600 divided by 6, 60 is 10 minutes because 1 minute is 60 seconds. So you have to divide 60. And for this one, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So this one is that she goes skiing for 3 days and 4 days, and there's a total of 3 weeks. So 1, 2, 3. You don't know which day, but you know for sure that she's going for 4 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say that in the first week, she went skiing on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And the second week is she went to skiing on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And third week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So there's a total of 12 days of skiing, right? And there's total days, which is 7 times 3, 21 days in a total a day of 3 weeks. So the percentage is 21, and which is B. And if you divide, you will get 57%. So thank you and see you next time.